Hello, and thank you for clicking on this video. This is the World of Warcraft TV presenting you the Paladin review. Okay, we're back at my Paladin Blood Elf. Okay, let's first talk about how was my experience with the Paladin itself. I started the Paladin when I thought, if I like a warrior, why I don't use a Paladin? Because it's like a warrior and priest at the same time. I when I started creating the character, I was like, I'm gonna level this one to 80 because it looks all tough and stuff. The reason why I picked a Paladin because they are easy to level. And you can choose this character as your starting character and level to 80, be a good DPSer, and go to heroics and get some heirlooms and maybe create a new character. Well, I didn't do that yet because I actually want to focus on heroics and raiding. This class is a very good, awesome imba class. It's like it's a 3-spec class. Like it can do damage, it can do tanking, and it can heal. The advantage of those three specializations is like if you like leveling and you can heal yourself. That's a good soloing advantage. So if you want to be a good player and want to solo everything, and you are like want to solo every group quest in Northrend, in Azeroth, in Outland, if you want to do that, just make a Paladin. We're gonna go to the spells after, when it stops. Yes. Okay, the spells are pretty different than the priest, but it comes at the same point because they have the same shield called Divine Shield. But let's not focus on that. We're gonna talk about the spells they actually focus on. They have blessings. Blessings are the main buffs for a paladin to give other players and yourself a bonus with strength, attack power, and 10% all stats, and increases your mana per 5 seconds. There are massive buffs and lower rank buffs. The massive buffs is like for you need to have Symbol of Kings, which are here. You can buy them easily at the Regent's shop. Why do you need this greater blessing of kings, or greater blessing of might, or greater blessing of wisdom? Because they are useful in groups or raids. You don't want to buff 25 men with like you don't want to buff 25 times, aren't you? If you do that, well, it's taking a long time. If you have this one, it will buff the same class as you buff. Like your target is a warrior and you buffing him, Blessing of Kings, all the warriors around him or in your group will get the same buff. If you're like targeting yourself in a group or in a raid, all the paladins will get a buff too. So that's really how it works. Yeah, so always put this on your character to do more damage and help others out. Okay. Another thing they have is seals. The most seal is trying to help you, of course, but they removed one seal, Seal of Blood, and Seal of Matire, which is for aliens. They removed that, and yeah, that's basically it. They have different sorts of seals. They have Seal of Corruption, which mostly used by tanks, will do will put a dot on your target and do holy damage over time. Seal of Command will give a bonus strike near your opponent, so your target. So if you're like targeting that mob and you have another mob like here, it will like AoE damage the other one. Okay, let's go to the next seal. The next seal is Seal of Justice. Seal of Justice is a protection seal. It stuns giving each melee attack chance to stun the target for 2 seconds, and not many members do that. I don't know. The next seal is another one, Seal of Light. Seal of Light will give extra health points each hit. Seal of Righteousness will do extra damage to your target. Seal of Wisdom will increase your mana. For each hit by 4%. Okay. Another thing they are good at is they are good against undead. Like, they can use Holy Wrath, which sends a bolt of holy power and in every direction. So if you like AoE undead, you can use this and kill them off and stun them for 3 seconds. So they have a very good advantage to kill undead. Like Exorcism will just do normal damage at normal types like humanoid, beast, but undead, your advantage is you will always crit. You always hit a demon or undead. Like this, it will crit out of nowhere. Boom! I critted 3k. Sorry, that was a bit of bad, but... And they have another spell called Turn Evil. Turn Evil is like a fear spell. You know, you can't fear undeads because they're immune to fears. But this one can. It's like you can fear them away. That's pretty awesome, and it's for a pretty long time too. So they have a good advantage to undeads. That's another specialization for him. Okay. Another important thing for the seals is you need to always keep that up. If you don't, you can't use your judgments. The judgment have different sorts of abilities, like the judgment